Hello? Hello, can you guys hear me? In the live room, can you hear me? Hello? So, good afternoon. Oh, perfect, perfect. So, good afternoon to everyone in the live room so far. Bit of an early one so far today. I'm having a sleepy day, as always. So, yep, thank you. So, good afternoon to Frank, Ken, Mike, Niels. Niels, thank you for joining so early. So, today, also need to welcome everyone watching through our live stream, our social live stream channels. As you know, today is the 3rd of June 2021. My name is Maurice, English trading coach here at Traders Club 24 in Hamburg. So we're logged in for the US market opening and power hour. And yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at some stuff that's going on. So this morning, I have to say, was absolutely terrible. So if I just pull up the news at the moment, I mean, here at the top, it looked like there was a lot of news releases coming out that would affect the market. However, the markets were absolutely terrible this morning. Yeah, there was some good German news coming out, some European news out, there was some Spanish news. However, just over the lunchtime, so this is always good for us in the power hour, lots of US dollar news coming out. So some high impact, medium impact. Got the traffic lights going on over here, so that's good news for us. Lots of news over the lunch period, so that's also great, and we've got a lot of news announcements coming out over the power hour too, so that's even better, even better, even better. So I did scan and I got not an MTX signal, I got a signal on the daily for New Zealand dollar US dollar. I took it, it's just here, we can see it about to run into the take profit. That was a quick spin. So I think I'll close it once it goes back over 11 on that one again. Either way, so I took that one. In terms of gold, so gold is that was I wouldn't recommend following me on there. That was just a complete freestyle. Just taking a look at the daily here. Like I said, we're having these ups and ups and ups. We've had such a big bull run, and I saw the start of this candle. We just broke some support around here, so as you can even see it through these parts. So we broke the support right at my entry, and yeah, I'm hoping we're going to get a nice candle. As you can see, my take profit is quite far away, so I might just close it in a moment anyway and just take the profit here. Of course, would be a lot better if I would hold it and it would come all the way down, but that's the thing. Will it come down? We don't know. So that's a couple of trades I've got going on. I've got the daily trade. If we go for a recap, there we go. I'll close that one there. So that's great. New Zealand dollar done. So far this morning, closed 3 trades. That's 0.37% for the morning. Like I said, it was very slow day. FTSE was actually the quickest market to get out of the trade, as you can see. So some great movement first thing in the morning. Yeah, no complaints there. However, these two markets, the Dow Jones and the DAX, were very boring. I mean, look at that. It was just over here where I got out. All of a sudden, before lunch, there was a random drop. So it's a nice drop at the end, but it took a while for us to get there. And then it was the same here on the DAX. So we got that drop there also. So quite lucky. I want to let this run a little bit. I want to see a nice long black candle here on gold. I want to see some repeats of these areas just here. Not sure if it will come to it, but that's what I want from the market. I want a nice long black candle coming down over towards the take profit, or at least down to around this area here would also be a great area for us to take the profit there. So welcome to the people who just joined. Thank you for joining. We started a bit early, so I just did the breakdown of what went on through the day. So just the markets, the news announcements that were coming out. There was a lot of news for the European opening. However, the European opening was not that great. However, we do have a lot of US news coming out. Already had a lot of US news coming out. I'm quite hopeful for the opening, so we should get to see some good volatility. So first things first, I want to set up some trades. Nasdaq, quite easy. Vola box there, mixed in with a big number, mixed in with a Fibonacci, so perfect. On the second chart here, we do have the option of making a bit of a freestyle trade like so. Will also be fine. We can actually measure the distance between these two. So that one would be fine if we end up going to the top. So I'm going to enter into this one directly as a freestyle. Offset to this Fibonacci line here. I'm looking for the market to come down possibly. However, if we do go back up towards the big number, this will close up past the buy and close before we enter into this Volabox trade here. So that's all good. Dow Jones, we've got some great opportunities. So there's this one, or there's that one. So I'm going to go with the bottom one. And then over here, what we can do on the other Dow Jones chart is we can set up this big number trade over there also. So still looking for gold to make a bigger drop. We don't have any Vola boxes in sight. They're all on the top here. So not a lot that we can do there at all. Yep, no signals on gold or the New Zealand dollar US dollar at the moment. As you can see, we got a signal earlier. I think it just about closed out before it then took the upswing. So that's great. And there's no further signals available on the daily at the moment. So Praveen, good afternoon to you too, Praveen. Thank you for joining. So that's us set up. So we've got a few trades set up, pretty quick and easy. One active, three pending. So the one active is the US 100. So that's our freestyle trade over there. Offset that Fibonacci there. Trying to use that sell line. Looking to catch the market on a bit of a downtrend, and then we can reactivate this big number. Should the market continue to drop, then we can switch over to this other chart, and then we can delete this big number, and we can just click close all, click on the big number, click the entry, and then we're set. But for the moment, I'll keep it up here, just in case. So where are we with gold? Let's have a look. So that's where was it? Oh, that's not it. So you can see the so you can see where this kind of resistance or supporting area was earlier on. So we can see that the market's over here, stopping out, meeting again, And then just over here, it's almost stopped out of that same area. And if we stopped out around that area and we broke, came down to here, next support, and now we've almost broken it. I want to see a much sharper break. So just a quick look at the daily here. No, you can't see much in the daily chart, but I think this might be the time anyway. I think that it might be the time for these big long candles to start coming down. So I'm probably looking, we can actually measure these last ones. So I mean, this is the first reversal. So what's that? 118. Here, what do we have? Wasn't that long, but actually it came all the way down to 66. This one, 100. Let's measure the big one. This one, 66 as well. Small pattern forming. 33 over the 2 days, 76. And this one so far, how far has it gone? So 27 so far. So I mean, if we can expect 66, I mean, we could be looking at a take profit of around here. If we're taking on average these last drops. So apart from that, we've just got the one trade, the one Swiss box set up. There's we've got 8 minutes until the opening as well. See, now comes the temptation. Do I close the trade? Do we leave it open? Do we take the nice €100 profit now? Or do we let it open and see if we can catch a nice movement down? Because the movement from here to about here, we can see if we moved our take profit to there, that's the difference. There's 400 there. If we move it to the very bottom of this support, it doesn't look so far, but it's pretty far. But I mean, it's also doable. So that's not a lot to ask from a market like gold when it's having one of its days. When it really wants to move, some days it will really go for it and it will move. It's just a lot of the time, you know, gold when it moves, it doesn't need to move that much anyway. Sort of the average movement in gold is maybe $11, $12 a day, just in range. So I mean, how much have we had today already? Let's take it from our opening. So we've already had 26. We just want another 24. It's not that bad. So how was everyone else's morning today? Anyone get on some good trades? I think I just managed to squeeze out the 3, but if you're trading over the lunch period, you would have definitely had some more chances for trades. So we've got 20 minutes there, 35 minutes. So yeah, definitely very, very slow today, Jasper. 6 pips on DAX, 10 pips on the Euro. Okay. Yeah, I did extend the take profits that I had on the DAX and the Dow Jones. Just that we were so far for such a long time beneath that open range. So I had a C box here on the Dow Jones. My C box was like this, and we triggered into the third trade pretty much straight away at the opening. And then I had extended my take profit down towards the just above the big number or the Fibonacci. I think it was around the big number here. And then as you saw, the market came down to it so many times and came back up, came back up. And then just at the end there, it sunk down. Same on the DAX, just over there. So we triggered into trade number 2. So currently into a long position now in the Nasdaq. So the interesting thing is, will the opening send gold in the same direction, or are we going to get a big, massive reversal? That's the gamble. If it goes in our direction, we're definitely going to get probably towards our take profit. But if it doesn't, we will most likely hit that stop loss. But then as the market moves down, so this is my entry point here, as long as the market's moving down, then I can move my stop loss down past the entry point. So until maybe the market's down here, and then I can move that stop loss down towards here. So I'm still going to be at a minimum profit of 100 euros. And then you can even play with it and set your take profit at the next level. Just to think, if the market does retrace back down to the 1800, then you can move your take profit down a step, move the stop loss down a step, and the market continues to drop. You can move the take profit down a step again, stop loss down another step, and then so on and so forth. And then all you know is once you've had this big, massive downtrend, it comes all the way down, and then it just retraces to here, and you've taken your profit instead of just taking a smaller profit. You can then move down with the trade. So we've got a minute left, so 45 seconds. I don't know which chart's more interesting for us at the moment, Nasdaq or gold. Split screen. Oh, what's going on there? We'll keep an eye. I think I'm not doing split screen, sorry. So there it is. There's the opening coming in just 10 seconds. We did trigger that third trade already on the Nasdaq. So I think I'll extend that stop loss down towards just below that big number. And then that's entry into Dow Jones. Follow box there. Oh. Okay. So let's extend that take profit down towards here once more. So just take a look at gold here. So here we are in the Nasdaq. Hopefully we're going to break out of this range very shortly. Hopefully towards the bottom would be nice. So is gold going to continue the flow? And Nasdaq is now into number 6. So need to keep an eye on this now. As we know, the Nasdaq can be very, very horrible when it gets caught in these small ranges. So already into number 7 there. So it needs to break. And then we can close it anywhere between inside this gap. We can unlock that just in case we're waiting for that big drop. So there comes the Dow Jones now coming down. And Nasdaq is still struggling to break out in any direction at this point. So I think I'm going to commit to that sell trade. I'm going to close down this next one on the other side. And if we need to, we can always hedge that trade, but that's now already trade number 9. So just at the bottom here, we've got that gold. I'm going to close it now because I don't want to keep my eye on two trades at once. So we've closed that in a nice profit there. I'm pretty sure it will continue to drop. However, we'll keep that out of the way while we deal with this Nasdaq trade. Then we can get a close on it in anywhere between this original take profit and of course that big number where we've extended the take profit to. As at this point, we're out of that golden range. We want to just get out of the trade at this point. So here we come. So slowly back down to this last consolidation range on the Nasdaq. Thank you. So gently comes. And that's us closed out of that one. Oh wait, it's not on. Oh, thanks. Pollen. I'm not an MK. I would still come in. So lucky we just got out of that. As you can see, the market's still making its way down. We could have held out a little bit longer, but better it is to just get out of the trade. So we've actually closed out all of our trades. We've got one more pending here on the Dow Jones. We can actually activate this bottom big number. So that will be the next pending. And then we can set this one up on that big number too. So another Nasdaq trade. And there came gold. So I don't know exactly where we closed that out at, but where was it? There it was. 29. To close it here. 87.1872. 0.35. So around here, so we closed it. So we did miss out on another $5 drop. However, it's still pretty good so far. So if we go over to the Vola box, we're over the 0.5%. So at this point, 5 trades closed. So 0.65% from that last Nasdaq trade. Almost got an entry into the Nasdaq big number here. Another MK. I don't think I ever met anyone anywhere who is, but he has so much confidence about it. He's just so confident about being sick all the time. Thanks. Like no shame. So what I just put in there is just a reminder of where we took our profit. So we can revisit that probably tomorrow and kick ourselves and absolutely hate ourselves when the market closed down here on the daily candle. Or we're going to be very happy we took the profit here and the market's back up here. So New Zealand dollar really going for it. So dropping very, very hard. Spread changing at second. So we have an entry into the first or the next box here on the big number in the Nasdaq. So Nasdaq, we take a look over at Dow Jones, didn't hit. So gold, we can't do anything about it. And that's what we have so far. That's all we have. I'm surprised there's not going to be a signal for gold on the daily. I would have thought so. They should have broken out enough. I guess not. So continuation in the market at the moment. So huge, huge correction. Hm. So trade number 4 there on the Nasdaq, and now we are making our way back down the charts. Gold is still going for it, so it's still on its way down. You see how it's mimicking its previous drops. Let's take a look here at the Nasdaq. So here we come, almost to take profit. So some good movement so far. I mean, just this movement there in the last few minutes, 50 points, 50, 60 points. That's what we need. Just, we're always a little bit too far away from those meeting points or those stop outs of the candles. Like here, a few pips out, we would have been out of this trade already had that had hit. Yep, there's not really much else that we can do at this point apart from wait for the market to fall in. So in 8 minutes, we've got some more news coming out. Let's hope we get some good movement.
Good luck with your rugby.
Never.
I was doing under the radar this morning.
I saw.
Driving by bike, sweating, out the window was too cold.
It was a long way to work today. For some reason, it took an extra 15 minutes from the Ampellicht. And you know, it goes green just as you stop.
Yeah.
You slow down all the way to try and keep the momentum.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, stop. Green.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a learning curve. So I know when, so I'm coming every morning the same way. I know exactly when the lights are turning
Green.
on the spot. I don't even put a foot on the ground.
Okay.
I know.
So, dann haben die ja schon das X gemacht, dann braucht das gar nicht mehr ankreuzen. Ne? Dann mache ich das alles rein, packt alle drei
Ich
Dinge.
kenne das auch nochmal.
Ja?
Ach, ist der Brief verschwunden und dann ist es scheiße. Dann machen wir es. Zack. 3 Schritte.
So, couple minutes left, guys. Not long, or 5 minutes left until we get the announcements. So if we go have a look at the Vola box, quick recap so far: 5 trades closed, €136.74, 0.65% profit. Let's go history for the day. You can see that we've actually made a lot more than that so far due to that gold trade there. That gold trade alone was €230. And I did that gold trade from the MTX as well, so I just used Trade Manager. So if I wanted to go in now and make the sell trade, I would have done this, moved it to the sun. In this case, I actually moved it to the big number, put it there at the big number, and then I set it up like this, so it was a small lot size. It's pretty small, but once you extend that take profit, it doesn't really matter. So coming up maybe into trade number 5 for the Nasdaq. Dow Jones still in number 1. Maybe also coming in for number 2. So no vola boxes available at this point. Two minutes. Oh yes, so tomorrow is actually non-farm payrolls day. I forgot. So soon as we go in probably into number 5, I'm going to extend these stop losses a bit further. So I can extend that take profit up towards that Fibonacci here. Let me bring this up again. So tomorrow, non-farm payrolls day. So as you know, it's a very, very volatile day. I think we did a webinar last month, on the last one. So we actually did a webinar for NFP last month, as I said. And yeah, so it's really good to get those trades in at the announcement, but that's it. So don't trade after the announcement, as it's just yeah, what will happen at the announcement, you're gonna get one big candle like this to the bottom. So if you took a big number trade at that time, great, and then it comes out, but don't make a big number trade here once it gets to the bottom, because for an example, yeah, it would just stay here then until the opening, which is what happened to me. We got into a trade, made a good profit, and then we entered into another trade down here to see if we could try catch a retracement, but it didn't retrace. It came down here, stuck around this big number until the US market opening, and then it was a nightmare to release. I think that was the trade that we had to actually manually release, because it didn't, or like not release but manually trade our way out of. I think that was the trade. Da, 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 da. Oh. So I got that news announcement coming out now. So there it was. To extend those TPs. So now we're in the 7th here. I'm gonna extend it to around this area. See if we get the jump. And Dow Jones is just in the second trade here, so it's not so bad. We'll let that one hit the take profit by itself. It's just the Nasdaq that sometimes gives us these problems. So we're about to get the close, I reckon, on the Dow Jones. So it's just struggling to, just that last couple of pips there, it's struggling to just get over that line. Oh, so here it comes. Typical. Should we just manually close it? I think we could. So right here we can actually see with the Nasdaq more or less stopping out at the previous consolidation range here, at the support of that consolidation range is where now the market is struggling to breach past. So you pretty much saw it after this bear drop. Saw it come down and you saw it pretty much stop out around that same, if you look at the bottom of this candle, pretty much the same as these guys over here. And then it broke that support and continued the drop. So now what we're going to be seeing here is that this was now flipped into the resistance level and that the market could be resisting from that very same. And there goes the close. So let's take a look at the Nasdaq. Again, let's line it up. Oh, line it. Let's see if it's going to break that same resisting point. So there's also some other trades on the Nasdaq if you're on the Dow Jones if you would like to take them. So there's actually Volabox here, Volabox again. There's a big number option. Same on this side, big number or Volabox. I personally would probably prefer the big number option. And here also, I would probably prefer that big number option. Thanks for the chocolate. I almost missed that. So I think what we can do, got an option there to take a vola box at the top. Yeah, almost missed the close on that one. Too busy looking out the window. But I think that's going to be it from me today. Let me make sure I delete these pending boxes. Don't want to wake up with a surprise. So that will be it from us today. So great progress, especially from that on that last trade, or the last two trades on the Nasdaq, in fact. So big profit trades. That's 7 trades closed, 1 pending. There. So that's 7 trades closed, sitting at €284.93, 1.34% for the day. So you can see here there's a lot of vola box signals flashing up at the moment. So it's possibly some great volatility there. As you know, we've actually done a little bit more due to that gold trade as well. So that actually puts us at about, yeah, probably around the 2.5% for the day, which is great. It's yeah. Yeah, I wish you all the best yourselves with your trading. I hope you all enjoyed today or this afternoon's trading session. Some great volatilities returning to the market. Remember, tomorrow is NFP day, so be careful for the trades, please. We won't be in the live room in the NFP, but yeah, remember what I said. Just be careful on the announcement and just after the announcement, as you don't want to get caught up in the consolidation between the announcement and the US opening. So thank you guys. It's been a pleasure as always. I hope you enjoyed it. Everyone who's currently watching through the live stream channels, if you would like to test the tools out for yourself, please visit the website www.TradersClub24.com. Click on the 30-day free trial, type in your email address, name and number, and someone will be in contact with you shortly afterwards. Okay, so thank you very much, guys. Good afternoon and good night until tomorrow.